So, welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, it is so nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's so nice to see you again. In today's tarot pick a card reading, we are going to be seeing what is in store for you for the month of May 2021. We're going to be looking at the blessings as well as the obstacles and everything in between, so you can expect the unexpected next month, okay? So let's zoom on over to the pick a pile section of this video so you can pick the reading that resonates with you the most, okay? I will see you there. If you are new to pick a card readings, what you do is you choose one of these lovely crystals that represents their own respective pile. Choose the one that speaks out to you the most, that you feel called to, and feel free to pause the video here if you need some more time to think about it. But once you have your crystal in mind, you can go on down to the description box below and choose your respective timestamp for your respective pile, okay? So for pile 1, we have this carnelian stone, little baby red boy. For pile 2, we have the classic, the beautiful, the lovable pink rose quartz. Although she doesn't look too pink right now, but she is pink. She is pink, okay? Don't let anyone tell her otherwise. Okay, anyway. And then we have this rhodonite stone as well for pile 3. Okay, so like I said, feel free to pause the video here if you need more time, but we're gonna roll on over to pile 1. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys chose this lovely carnelian stone, which is great for motivation, energy, just vitality, just life in general. It's a very, very, very happy stone. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's gonna be the energy for your May. Let's hope. Okay, but let's start can't speak already. Always having trouble to speak. But anyway, let's start off to see what is in store for you in May, beginning, middle, and end. What is in store? Actually, maybe let's see. You know, I'm kind of getting the desire to pull some energies first. So Spirit, can we get some energies for pile 1? What's the energy surrounding the month of May for pile 1, please, Spirit? Also, while I shuffle, I just want to let you guys know that I think for these monthly readings, I'm going to start giving channeled songs, or not channeled songs, but you know, any songs that my monthly Spotify playlist automatically shuffles to for you guys to see if it resonates, if it's a sign from the Spirit that this is the energy for your month of May. Any messages that come through for those songs that you need to know about for the month ahead, I think I'm gonna start including those, because I already make monthly playlists just for myself. So I thought, you know, it's a cute little addition, an idea I got from the Hermit Tarot. Should definitely check her out. Love her stuff. Love her readings. They've probably seen that I also have her channel messages deck, so if you want channel messages, definitely buy those. Okay, so Spirit, the energy for pile 1 in the month of May. What is coming for them in the month of May? As always, if you hear any beeping in the background, that is the fire alarm. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay, and the 3 of Cups in reverse. I just heard buckling down, getting serious. I feel as though you guys might be kind of closing off in some sorts, or I just heard closing a deal, or maybe you're like cutting some people off that no longer serve you. And I feel like I'm not getting the sense of like, oh, you don't have any friends, or you know, you like, you know, drama going on in that department. I just feel like this sense of being done and being like, not everyone deserves my energy, not everyone deserves an emotional response from me, and so I'm gonna cut it. And I think that's kind of what's happening. Or you could be just really buckling down your career or other aspects of your life that don't have to do with relationships, don't really have to do with emotions. I feel like you're just kind of being like, let me stop crying. What was it? It's not crying. No More Tears to Cry by Ariana Grande. Maybe, I wonder, Maybe I'll put that down as one of your channel songs. But anyway, let's get some more. Let's see what's in store for you in the month of May. Because right now, I would say more, but I'm really just getting I don't care energy. Like the wells are drying up. Like there's no more tears to cry. I'm not crying over people, not crying over friends, significant others. Goodbye to everybody. And just so done with other people and just wanting to come back into yourself. Maybe the Scorpio full moon really highlighted a lot of, you know, people who are just stealing your energy. Yeah, we have the Fool card here. The beginning of May, I'm seeing is like you. I'm gonna do an interesting makeup today. But anyway, I see that in the beginning of May, it's like a new beginning. It's not just the beginning of May, it's like a new beginning, a rebirth of life. Like I said, look at the sun in the center here, vitality. What did I say about that carnelian? But like, I'm seeing you have this new white rose, you know, untainted, no tears, nothing's, you know, weighing it down or soggy. It's growing up out of this, you know, fool's hand with nothing but pure energy, hope, optimism, happiness. You're setting off on a new journey, I'm seeing, and like leaving what no longer serves you behind you. Like, look at how little baggage he has. He is only taking the essentials and a dog, and whoever is not fitting into that is being left off. It's the doorway, you know, the doorway to our highest self, or, you know, the doorway that will lead us to our happiness only fits one person. It does not fit a whole sorority, you know. Okay, so Spirit, in the middle of May, what is coming for pile 1 in the middle of May? Yeah, look at all this beautiful energy. You're feeling really motivated, inspired. I'm just feeling lightweight. Now that you don't have so much baggage holding you back, you're just going zoom towards whatever it is that you're desiring. We are going to get some, you know, clarifying cards. Don't worry, it's not going to be that quick of a reading. Me, quick readings, never. Okay, anyway, what's coming for what is coming for pile 1 at the end of the month of May? How's your May gonna end? Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you are really moving towards maybe career goals, or you're like physically moving, you know, you're setting up something new, a project, something that's going to last for the long time, and people who are not helping you in that, people who are not supportive in that endeavor are being left behind, rightfully so. But I feel as though, like I said, there you really are closing off of your emotions. So I feel like one thing that Spirit wants you to know in the month of May is that, yes, have this endeavor, you know, fight for your dreams, go after what it is that you want, don't let anything hold you back. Like, this is, you know, a part of your life journey. But don't make it the center, or don't cling on to it because you're afraid of going into deeper emotions. You're afraid of your emotions being what is holding you back, because how do you leave your emotions behind? Like, you can cut people off, but can you cut yourself off? That's a little bit more difficult. But I think Spirit is really saying give room for your emotions to breathe, and don't get mad at yourself just because, you know, yes, you cut people off that need to be, but don't get mad at yourself for being sad about that. It's okay, right? We make important connections in our life, but those don't necessarily carry out for the rest of our life. Okay, most of our connections don't, you know, last to the day we die. And so I think, and Spirit is saying, you know, it's okay to mourn the loss of a connection, just as much as it's okay to keep it moving, to keep forward. Okay, just give your emotions space to breathe, and don't like hold on to this endeavor, this project, and put yourself all, like your whole being into it as a coping mechanism, because that's just gonna throw you out of balance even more, and just gonna, you know, keep repressing things, and it's just gonna build up, and then it's gonna be more shadow work that you have to do later. So you might as well just start now, you know. But yeah, I really think that you're holding on to something special and important to you. You don't have to let it go, but maybe release your grip a little bit so you're not suffocating it, you know? Okay, so now we're gonna get some clarifying cards. Spirit, why is the Fool here, please? the King of Swords. What did I say? Speaking your truth, judging people for who they are, for how they've acted towards you, how they've treated you, what they've said to you, and you're like, I am done with it. I am in my power. I am royalty. No one can, you know, like, take away my truth, take away what I know about myself and my life, okay? And if they've been spitting lies, then they are spitting out of my life, okay? So I really do see you speaking your truth and standing in your power in the month of May, which is beautiful energy. We love to see it, okay? So Spirit, the middle of May, what is coming for the middle of May? There's really such an energy of leaving people from your past behind and moving forward onto something new and beautiful. Yeah, you could be leaving a soul connection behind, whether that's platonic or romantic. It's, you know, leaving a connection like that behind, or someone that who's been in your life for a long time, regardless if you are, like, you know, having a spiritual connection, is still difficult. It still brings up a lot of emotions. So like I said before, you know, allow yourself to have those emotions. You can still stay in your power while, you know, not having to dam up the entire ocean, and like your emotions and things like that. You can let them roam freely, right, without having to cut off your heart space and, you know, cut off your, you know, your deeper intuitive self, out of fear that you're just going to feel pain and hurt. But that pain and hurt helps us heal and helps us grow stronger, so we can, you know, do even more on our projects. We can, you know, feel even happier, lighter, doing what it is that we love, because we really show up to the table without, like, really, like, not anything holding us back, or, you know, just feeling healed and rejuvenated in a way that makes us even more excited or more energetic, or, you know, performing even better at our work and our endeavors. Okay, so Spirit, why is the Four of Pentacles here in reverse? Why is the Four of Pentacles here? That's the, well, Two of Pentacles just flashed itself. So again, juggling emotions with, you know, your more logical side of life, your more, you know, material 3D world, and juggling it with your inner world. Can we get a card, please, Spirit? Alrighty. And the Nine of Swords, yeah. I feel like there is something that could be keeping you up late at night that you were trying to avoid, but it's still gonna keep you up late at night whether or not you want to acknowledge it or not. Make sure you get some good sleep so you don't show up to work, you know, show up to the moving truck, show up to whatever, you know, with bags under your eyes and falling asleep, because that way you're really not gonna be able to enjoy the moment. Why is my throat chakra is getting, you know, scuffled and everything, you know? Guys, speaking your truth to other people. Make sure you're being honest with yourself too, and make sure, you know, you're not only expressing, you know, your boundaries and, you know, what it is that you want to do, but also expressing your feelings, like your deeper emotions. You don't necessarily have to show that to anybody else, but being honest with yourself about those, okay? So you can get a good night's sleep or working through those, okay? And just being able to then really appreciate the now, rather than just keeping hatred or resentment from the past, you know, lingering on, even if the people aren't there, because that will, you know, kind of weigh you down. And not constantly worrying about the future because you're holding on so tightly. You're just waiting for the day that it all falls apart. And when it falls apart, then it's just the dark parts left. It's just you left. And you're like, oh, that's a scary place. That's a scary place I don't want to be. But if you already get used to being on your own, or being within those darker spaces within yourself to heal them and realize that they're not so scary after all, then you're not going to have to cling on to this 3D so much and, you know, what's going on here. Because you recognize that there's more to life than just, you know, finances, a nice home, you know, the model body, or anything that you know might be focusing so much on in the 3D, okay? Even if it's just a perfect skincare routine, okay? So just, there is something that you need to kind of adjust here, so it's easier for you to kind of let go of what it is that you're pursuing, because there is so much energy and inspiration that is really progressing this. But I feel at the end of May, it's getting to a point, and it keeps building up to a point you're clinging onto it so much that it starts to stifle the energy surrounding it and might start to slow down, and that might cause worries, and that causes a positive feedback loop of you worrying, holding on tighter, and suffocating it more, and then it's slowing down, and you worrying even more, and it goes on and on and on and on. Okay, so again, learning to kind of give some air to it, for you to breathe, for you to, if you do have to cut off some friends, going out, making new friends, or things like that. You don't have to cut off your heart space, because then that cuts off yourself, it cuts off you from yourself often, and then having that blocked energy and that blocked chakra to yourself makes it difficult for the energy that you want to flow around you and to you, difficult to even get to you if you have all those walls up, Okay, so then bottom energy is the Queen of Swords. And while one thing I do want to note is that kings tend to be more action oriented, while queens tend to be more receptive in the tarot, or at least that's how I see it. And so that just goes to say again, right, like, you're doing a lot, you're going out and doing a lot, but you're not really doing much internally. And so again, bottom energy is confirming that it might be time to kind of just meditate, or look on your truth inside, or balance yourself inside just as much as you were trying to balance yourself outside, your outer world. Because once you balance your inner world, you're able to balance your outer world. Your outer world will reflect what's going on the inside. Okay, and I just saw 444 on my clock, so that's another, again, confirmation for stability coming towards y'all. Okay, so just a confirmation that things are gonna be okay. Okay, you don't have to worry so much about that. All right, so now we're gonna see, Spirit, what are the blessings that are coming towards pile 1? We have the 4 of Cups. I just feel rumination on what your next plans are. I feel like you're really planning for some fun stuff in May, whether that's going out and being with people that really do, give you some high vibrational energy, or going, just thinking about, your projects that you're going to take, the next steps in your company, moving to the place that you've always wanted to move to, starting a family, things like that. I think you're really ruminating on, and really choosing, being able to decipher what cups are worth saving and what cups are not worth saving, and really just taking any toxic energy out and bringing in that positive energy in. And remember to make space for it inside yourself too, which means, keep that heart chakra open. Okay, what obstacles are coming, in the month of May? What obstacles will pile 1 face in the month of May? The 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely, like I said, emotions going on. You might have gone out of a relationship. This can also talk about just friendships. I'm hearing, like, with the 3 of Cups too, like, friendships can lead to a lot of heartbreak too. Could have to do with your family, or could have to do just some type of pain that you're like, oh dang. Could even have to do with, dang, I didn't get the job, or I didn't get to go to the program that's going to take me all the way to Italy. Just things like that, that your heart has to heal from. So give it space to heal. Okay, keep doing what you're doing, keep going after what it is that you want, but also make sure that you carve out time to pull these swords out, and for you to kind of heal and take these swords out to kind of wield like this king and queen. Okay, and take back that power, and not just leave them there and ignore them, and cut away the people that put them there, but not go ahead and heal them. Like, if you get shot by, like, if someone shoots you, yeah, the person can go to jail, but what are you going to do about the shot? Right? Are you going to heal the wound? Are you going to take the bullet out? Like, that is also necessary to bring in positivity into your life. Okay, so I do see that there is a lot of healing that has to be done in the month of May, but ultimately you're getting closer and closer to your goals and achievements. Okay, so yeah, with this 5 of Cups as the bottom deck energy, I am seeing that there is this, I'm feeling pessimism with the 5 of Cups is another thing you might have to watch out for. Yes, feeling hopeful for the future, but also there's a lot of fears around it, like we see with the 9 of Swords. And so again, finding the light inside yourself, finding the refuge in yourself, refuge in the now, refuge in the people that are positive lights in your life, refuge in hobbies outside of whatever this endeavor could be, right? Having a well-rounded life, not holding on to one thing and making that our entire life, and then if it's gone, our whole life crumbles. Okay, our life should never focus on just one thing. Yeah, and it's interesting enough, like you're seeing all these cups here with the the 5 of cups. Like you're seeing these 4 of cups kind of spilled out, and it's like, oh no, I don't want to even focus on these other areas of my life. I just want to focus on, even though she's not looking at it, I feel like your energy is like, there's this one cup that I need to savor. I need to savor it. I need to protect it because it's my last cup, and there's nothing else, right? But there is other things. Like, this is not just the only cup that you have to protect. Okay, maybe it feels like there's other chaos going on in your life, and that is completely 100% valid. But know that there's still, like, even if it feels like they're all upside down, there's at least one droplet left, and that you can always rebuild. You can always refill these cups, and you don't have to just drink from one cup for the rest of your life. You don't have to keep refilling that cup. You don't have to just, this isn't the only water that you're going to have to drink for the rest of your life, okay? You can refill cups. You can make new friends. You can, pick up new hobbies, learn new things, go on new adventures, okay? So, you don't have to hold on to this one cup as if your life depends on it, okay? Alrighty, so just heal, let down your walls. And if you heal, then you'll be able to fill these cups up again, just from your own life source, just from being, just from living, because you feel more at peace within yourself. Like I've said, before, I'm not going to keep repeating myself because no one wants, to hear that same message over and over again. So now we're going to get some lasting advice to see any advice that Spirit has for you. Any more advice, Spirit? Anything else that you want pile 1 to know, please? Anything else that you... Okay. So we have Labradorite, wisdom, intuition, divination. That, again, intuition. What have I been saying, right? Like giving into your more spiritual side, less focusing on the 3D, but more focusing on, I guess, the 5D, the inner world, the untangible, and taking value in that, and realizing that you can find refuge in that just as much as you can find refuge in a Big Mac from McDonald's. Okay, so yeah, really listening to your inner wisdom, your intuition, and any inklings that like you might have gotten with people from the past that that you've cut off now, like, oh, they weren't right, and then end up being correct. So keep, feeding that intuition, because the more you feed it, the stronger it becomes, and the stronger you can rely on it, okay? So trust that the universe has your back, and that you, of all people, have your back too, and that you can trust whatever it is that little voice inside your head is saying, other than, the anxieties and worries that are, like, tearing you apart. But, the good things, right? The things are like, it's gonna be okay, or you can relax, okay, and just following your heart and going down the path that is calling to you, even if it's a path that other people don't agree with, okay, and that you're going down the right path and that you're doing a good job, okay? Like divination also tells you that maybe you should, also pick up some tarot, who knows? And then we have pink quartz, love, open heart, kindness. Yeah, I mean, everything I've said, keeping your heart chakra open, giving kindness to yourself, forgiveness to yourself, and also, if possible, working on compassion and forgiveness towards others. You don't have to give forgiveness to people in the past, but just, not taking that and sending bitterness and pessimism towards other people and expecting other people to disappoint you, because that will just lead to self-fulfilling prophecy and lead to a lonely experience on earth, okay? So keeping that heart chakra open to not only allow people that can, be beacons of light, or, just add more flavor to your life. Humans are herd animals, I like to say. So, not isolating yourself unnecessarily. And so welcoming in love, both platonic and romantic, into your life, so you feel supported in what it is that you're going after you, especially if you've lost people that you thought supported you but ended up not. And also having an open heart chakra, just again, like I've said, makes it easier for you to manifest what it is that you want in the world. So yeah, And like I said, keeping that heart chakra open. And then we have new moon, new beginnings. Know that new beginnings are coming your way and welcome them. Don't just be open to certain things coming into your life, but be open to receive all blessings into your life, okay? And not blocking any blessings, you know, that could help you on your spiritual path, okay? New moon, new beginnings are coming. Get excited because what it is that you want is coming in fruition, and you're going on a new glorious journey, alrighty? Yes, okay. Then we have clear quartz, clarity, healing, endless possibilities. Yeah. It talks about being an empty vessel, right? We are a vessel that can take on anything that we want to take on. And so, what is it that you are going to fill your vessel with? What is it that you're going to chase after without any inhibition? And being able to see the clarity of a situation, both with heart and mind, not just mind, because emotions can tell us a lot, and intuition can also tell us a lot about a situation, not just what our eyes are seeing, because sometimes the vibes will tell you more. All right, so, and also healing, like I said, healing your inner being. And so lastly, bottom of deck energy is goddess Pele, goddess of volcano, creativity, change, and protection. She's all about destroying to create. Okay, and so definitely giving into your creativity, definitely changing, definitely protecting yourself, doing what you have to do. And it's okay if you feel like you've destroyed everything, because maybe you had to, and that is going to bring about, again, a new era and creation and birth to new life in your life. Okay, so don't feel guilty. Know that you have to do this, but also don't protect yourself to the point that you end up blocking good energies and blessings coming your way. I literally just saw 444 again, 2444 on my clock. Okay, so definitely know that you are protected, your guides are with you, your ancestors are with you, you are safe. Okay, and it is okay to keep loving. It is okay to keep going after what it is that you want. It is okay to open your heart to new people, and you don't have to block yourselves from that. All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for your purchase. Not your purchase. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know why I said purchase, but thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. Hope I was able to offer you some helpful insights. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if it did, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys chose this beautiful little rose quartz. The stone, or crystal, I should say, is all about self-love, romance, yeah, all that jazz. So perhaps your May will have something to do with either one of those things. And I am already feeling this sense of healing, given that it is raining outside. So if you hear any thunder, apologies. Also, if you hear, wow, right on cue. Okay, cool. But yeah, if you hear any thing like that, please know that it's just a rainy day. And also any beeping that goes on in the background is my fire alarm. I don't know why it does that. The house is not on fire, knock on wood. But yeah, also right on cue. I don't know if you heard that, but yeah. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. All right, so let's see, Spirit, what are the energies for May for pile 2? Also, while I shuffle this, just want to let you guys know a little idea I had is that for all my monthly readings, I thought, you know, I make monthly playlists for myself on Spotify, and so I thought, why not do a monthly channeled song for these monthly readings for each of the piles. You know, it's an idea I got from the Hermit Tarot, because she always has some channeled songs to go along with her readings. So I thought, I don't know, let's see what song is the vibe for us every month. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Hope you enjoy your song, pile 2, but let's see what the vibes are right now from the cards. What do the cards say? You know, as soon as I said that if you hear any thunder, apologies, the thunder really said, let me amp it up a bit. But yeah, okay, so Spirit, what is the vibe? What are the vibes for May for pile 2? What are the vibes for May for pile 2? are the vibes for me for pile 2, please, Spirit? Let's get some vibes. Let's get some vibes. And, okay, so we have 2 already there. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. You could be collaborating with people when it comes to work or projects or any new endeavors that you see lasting a long time. And I feel like this is mainly in the realm of finance, because it is Pentacles, the material world. So I do see that there's a lot of people that are coming together with you to create something beautiful with the 3 of Pentacles here. And I do see you taking on a new project with this Page of Pentacles, having this new idea that you want to bring to fruition, studying about it, learning about it, finding out all you can about it, and preparing to launch it out for the world. So May is going to be a very productive month for you, and a very exciting one too, because you are bringing something new into this, you know, earthly planet. So I hope you're excited. Okay, now let's see what are the middle, the beginning, middle, and end for your May. What's the beginning and middle and end of May looking like for pile 2, please, Spirit? What is the beginning, middle, and end of May? Start with the beginning. What's happening in the beginning, please, Spirit? So we have the 5 of Wands, and originally we want to come up in reverse, but it did feel as though I need to be flipped up right. So maybe you start off with kind of arguing with these people that you were supposed to be working with, but maybe you are also getting worn down and it's turning into ego battles and you're seeing through that. But I see maybe May is starting off a little combative for you, a little difficult to see each other's see eye to eye with one another, a lot of different visions going on, a lot of feeling of competition, or maybe you're building something, maybe you're entering a competition where you have to work with people to, you know, win the competition. Okay, well, let's see what's going on in the middle of May. Let's see what's going on in the middle of May for pile 2, please, Spirit. What is going on in the middle of May for pile 2? They're awfully quiet. They're loud outside, but they are quiet when it comes to the cards. Hello. Hello. Oh, wow. Immediately. All right, I'm going to take the first cup here. So, oh, and right there we have the 5 of Pentacles, but I'm not gonna take that. I am seeing that with the 5 of Cups coming out for the middle of May, I feel as though you were really afraid of being disappointed, or maybe you were looking on the wrong side of the tracks when it came to where you wanted to take this project, or just in life in general. You just realized that you were looking at things with a lot of pessimism and disappointment, and kind of throwing a self-pity party, or looking down on yourself, not believing in yourself, right, and just expecting everything to fail. But then you're like, actually, with these 2 cups, I can create a lot. There's a sense of creation and using what is available to you, especially with the having been flashed the 5 of Pentacles. That's a sense of feeling impoverished in whatever area of your life. Maybe it comes to finances, maybe it comes to friendships, comes to love, any area of your life, or something that you felt like you were lacking in, and like it was never going to, you know, like these cups are never going to write themselves up. But then you see, oh wait, actually there are 2 cups behind me, and I can use these to my advantage. I still have a pentacle here that I can plant, and if I study these cups, I can create something amazing. If I go to other people and talk to them about it together, I can get ideas on how to use this to my advantage and create the life that I want to create. So Spirit, what is the energy or what's happening in the end of May, please, Spirit? What is coming for pile 2 at the end of May, please, Spirit? What is coming for pile 2 at the end of May? Hey, hey. The 10 of Wands. So we do see success. There is success, okay? It is hard-won success. I'm seeing that with the 5 of... You had 3 5s, yeah. With the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, being flashed the 5 of Pentacles, this was not an easy thing for you to do, and you might have been doing this for a while. Might have been putting this into action for a long time, and you've been feeling bad about yourself because you're like, why has it not come to fruition just yet? And you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, fighting for this for so long, and earning, you know, one of your 6 at a time, one of your wands at a time for what that feels like forever. But now you finally have them, and you're proud of yourself. And I just feel this sense of victory and feel like relief. Like, interesting enough, as the Ten of Wands talks about winning, but also having a sense of responsibility after getting to the level of success that you have. But I feel like you're really, like, after all of this, you're ready to take on that responsibility. You're ready to carry it with you, because you've been wanting this for so long that this just doesn't feel like anything. And so it's like, not like it feels like you're weightless. There's still responsibility, there's still work to be done, but you can see the finish line so closely, in that sense of where you can finally relax and relieve and be in a space where you don't have to keep pushing and pushing to be successful. The success kind of starts to run itself. And so I do see some good things coming to you, not only in the end of May, but going into the June. I feel like June, you're going to be able to, like, kind of sit back and relax and not work so hard with all these, you know, all these pentacles and wands going on, you know? Okay, so can we get a clarifying card for the Five of Wands, please, Spirit? Why is the Five of Wands here? Clarifying card. Hello. Okay, so the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're really like, this is my idea. I've had this vision forever. I'm going after it. You're going after what it is that you want. And I really do feel like there's a sense of some stubborn energy going on. Like I said, it could be like you're combative. You feel like people aren't seeing your vision. You're not seeing eye to eye with other people's visions. And just people are not getting along. But I do see that I feel like, you know, the cogs and machines start to work. Maybe this Five of Cups is talking about you being disappointed and having to compromise, but then realizing, actually, when I compromised, this created something even more beautiful than I thought ever possible. So can we get a clarifying card for the Five of Cups, please, Spirit? Can we get a clarifying card for the Five of Cups? Oh, that's a lot, but I'm going to take this one with the Four of Swords in reverse. You're feeling really restless. Once you see, like, the other side of the rainbow, like, once you see, not other side of the rainbow, once you see the pot of gold at the end, or once you see just the rainbow, period, you're kind of like, okay, I gotta, why have my eyes been closed for so long? Why have I been in the dark? Like, why have I been so silly? Like, the solution was here all along. Like, I feel like this is epiphany energy here. In the middle of May, it's like you're fighting. You're not understanding why people aren't seeing your vision. You want what you want, and it's like you're just stubborn, like my way or the highway type energy. And then it's like, wait, hold on. I just need to sit down and close my eyes for 2 seconds, and I have an epiphany. And I, you know, understand everything that I'm supposed to do. I understand why things worked out the way that they did. I understand why I might have had to make some certain compromises. I understand why it took so long for this to happen. But, like, once I got it, and, like, the rest is, like, so, like, quick. Like, it's like something, a switch turns, and all that you want comes so close to you, and it's, like, so quickly towards you. Almost like it comes so quickly that you're not even ready for it. Like, it's moving so slowly, and all of a sudden it moves so fast, and you're like, wait. Wait a second. Wait, was I really prepared for this? And, like, you are. You're like, yes, I've been wanting this. I'm so happy I can handle it. But, like, just a little shook. Just a little, like, wait. I did not expect it to happen like that. But, okay. So can we get a clarifying card for the Ten of Wands, please, Spirit? Can we get a clarifying card for the Ten of Wands? The Sun! That's so cute. That is so cute. That's just happiness. That's bliss. Like, maybe I would say something else, like, more, but I really feel like it's kind of just like what I've said before. Like, this, you are reaching your goals. You're reaching happiness. You're reaching success. You're reaching what it is that you've been wanting to reach. And it's like, you have everything that you've ever wanted. Like, I just feel like finally the sun has come out. And it's come out because you've opened your eyes and you've gotten your head out from behind these sticks and kind of just looked up from all the sticks that you're holding, and then you're like, wait a second, I've been holding these sticks for how, like, I've already had these sticks, and I could have been, like, had my goal already. But, like, don't dwell on the past, but you're just, like, reaching success and, you know, having, you know, the future in life that you want. I'm hearing the affirmation, like, I'm living my dream come true, and I feel like that's really what's happening. And, like, just keep saying that. That might be an affirmation that you should keep saying in the month of May to kind of bring into what it is that you want. Okay, with Judgment in reverse as a Bamic energy, I feel like you've been being called. You've been being called to enter this, but your eyes have been closed for a while. And it's like, why? Like, maybe you've been thinking too hard about the situation and trying to be too meditative or going so inward, which is great, right? Great, right? Like doing inner work, shadow work, seeing what you have to do to like reveal what it is that you need to do, like in your external world. But it's like, you gotta come out sometimes to see, like, bask in the sun, bask in the rays, and like your answers are, sometimes they are in the outer world and not just on the inner world, because when you see something outside, sometimes it makes something click on the inside. And I think that's, you know, what Spirit has been trying to call you to do with this judgment in reverse. Like, this just day has been coming, it has been here, the day you've been wanting has been here. But you just, you know, haven't really been seeing it, and maybe focusing on, you know, the things that you don't see going right, or the things that aren't in line with your vision. And, you know, that's why it's like been difficult for you to see that the success has always been here. It's just you've been looking at things from the wrong perspective, from upside down, at the 3 cups that you didn't get versus the 2 cups that you've had, that have been, you know, the 2 golden cups versus the 3 like nickel copper cups, you know. Nothing against nickel or copper or nickelback, the band, but you know, yeah. Okay, so let's see what blessings and obstacles are coming your way in the month of May. Let's see what obstacles are coming your way in the month of May, and blessings, obstacles and blessings, I should say. Spirit, obstacles and blessings for pile 2. Let's start with obstacles first. Obstacles, yeah, there's definitely healing, you know. This sense of, again, like I said, focusing on the things that have kind of hurt you in the past, or things that haven't gone well in the past. You know, the swords in your back that you feel like, oh, this isn't what I want, this isn't what I've been envisioning. When you could have opened your eyes, you know, this third eye, and seeing, wait, there's something even better than what I was envisioning this whole time, but I was so mad that it didn't look like what I had in my head, that I couldn't see how beautiful it is, and like how it's actually even more than what I could even imagine, or what I could even want. And so slowly but surely taking these swords out of your back to see, or opening just this eye amidst, you know, the pain or the chaos, or, you know, disagreements that you're having and disappointments around you, to see what is actually there. The 10 of Swords also talks about, you know, 10 being completion, an end of a cycle. So ending of pain, healing, moving on to something new, something great, grander, happier, and entering a new cycle. Like I said, like entering something new that you've been wanting for all along, but just obstacles, having to see that, having to get over it, and having to have, you know, get to a point where you can have this epiphany. The only thing that's blocking you is you right now in the month of May. That's what I'm getting. You are your own obstacle. Okay, so again, easier said than done, but also kind of easier than if there are external forces that you can't control. Okay, but so, you know, just keep working on that, and slowly but surely you will see what, you know, the light that's been there this whole time. Okay, so what blessings are coming for pile 2 in the month of May, please, Spirit? What blessings are coming for pile 2 in the month of May? What blessings are coming for pile 2 in the month of May, please, Spirit? Oh my gosh. I know there are blessings. Why are you not? Clearly there are. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. Yeah, seeing things from a new light, seeing things with youthful eyes, and, you know, new, and like not being so tunnel visioned, and like just having big wide eyes and wonder at everything around the world, and seeing everything for the potential that they could be. And just, this is a card of such, you know, I just heard innocent, like passion, inspiration, fire, you know, being just wowed at the world, and like seeing the roses, just wanting to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and seeing what else like can come about from all the magic that you created, the magic that you discovered now that you've opened your eyes, with a sense of youthfulness, right? And not, you know, taking things for granted after seeing things for so long, like seeing roses for the first time, even if you've been, you live in a little rose garden, you're like, wait, I've been mad that there's no sunflowers, but look at how beautiful like this orange rose right here is, and like that's even like more beautiful than I wanted. Like even like actually I don't even like sunflowers. Why was I wanting sunflowers so badly? But yeah, I do see this sense of just passion, inspiration coming your way, especially if you felt a little beaten down, a little, ego hurt because people weren't agreeing with your ideas, second guessing yourself, self-doubt, and things like that, and just feeling unmotivated, uninspired in the past. But I feel like that is all coming back with a vengeance, and is so bright and so full and like youthful and excited to go about your day and go about what it is that you want in life. So that's very cute. That's very beautiful. I like that. I like that a lot. And just, feeling alive again is what I'm getting here. Even if you do have the Kaylee 6, you're like, I got a strong back. I'm gonna run up this hill. I'm gonna run up this hill and be thankful for what I do have. I'm not gonna complain anymore. I'm gonna take what I have and be happy with it and create something that I want. If I don't have what I want, then I can use what I have and be thankful for it to create what it is that I want into my life and bring it into my spirit, okay? Yeah, lovers. Loving energy, feeling at peace with yourself, both your inner and outer worlds, and feeling like you've made the correct choice. It might have been, a rocky, road to, making the decisions. Maybe you didn't like the decisions you made at first, or the decisions that were made in the group, but you ultimately be like, actually, this was for the great. Like, this has come in perfect harmony. The choices that we made were the right choices in the end, even if we did have to separate our opinions, even if we had dissenting opinions before, like if we had our own ideas, our own paths that we wanted to take, but eventually we met again in the middle, okay? And we were able to balance each other's ideas out and create what it is that you want, or even if it's not other people, just balancing out your own indecision, own inner and outer worlds, own confusion I'm just seeing, and like what people want you to do versus what you want to do, right, with your life and things like that, and just deciding what path you want to go on. I feel like you're just feeling like you have the answers now and you can live in harmony. This could also be talking about maybe there is someone coming through for you romantically with the lovers. There's always that possibility, so that is one thing to be excited about. Okay, so now let's see if there's any last advice that Spirit would like to offer you. Spirit, is there anything else that you want Pile 2 to know? Anything else that you want Pile 2 to know, please, Spirit? Anything else? Alrighty. Kali, Goddess of Rebirth, Transformation. I had a feeling this was going to come out because Pele came out in the last pile, and I was thinking of Kali when she came out. I still not pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, Goddess of Rebirth and Transformation. Yeah, realizing that certain cycles need to end, certain ideas need to end to create what it is that you want and to transform your project, not fighting this cycle, right? Not fighting rebirth of something, not fighting the end of an idea or vision that you've had, so that it can transform into something even greater, and allowing that cycle to come through and allowing the process of collaboration to change ideas and to fuel and like see the transformation that a project can take on from place A to place Z, and know that it's not going to look the same like as it transforms, and that you could have one idea in the beginning that completely gets wiped out or completely looks different by the end of it, and that is totally okay. And that's just the process of creation, and loving it and loving the process of creation and going with it as you go. Okay, so not fighting, just change, right? And being flexible, being less stubborn, being like, wow, wait, that's a really cool idea, and being just open-minded to the world and things around you, and projects, collaboration, and things like that. Okay, this could also just be in relationships too, right? Learning how to compromise and work together with somebody else, platonic or romantic, and just seeing, like, that you yourself are going to change throughout a relationship, and that person's going to change in the relationship, and that person's just going to change in life, and not trying to make them be the person that they were when you first met them, because people are not stagnant. We are always changing. Who I was a second ago is not who I am now. So like, not trying to force your partner to be who they were, because, you know, giving them room to grow, for you both to grow in a connection is also very important. One more, please, Spirit. One more word of advice. Anything else you gotta say, please? One more word, please, Spirit. Healing. Welcome healing into your mind, body, and soul. So you kind of see that with the 10 of Swords coming out. So if you feel like there's a sense that you have to heal from something, and the reason that you're holding so strongly onto certain ideas is because you're afraid of being hurt, you're afraid of things not coming to fruition, just something painful from the past repeating, it is time to heal those wounds so that you can make room for transformation that is going to be good for you and everybody involved. Okay, and with Yemaya as the bottom of the deck energy, goddess of the sea and mother of all, this talks about you have an ocean of possibility. There's nothing that is closed off from you. Also being the mother of the sea, you know, allowing things to flow as they would, not trying to control the tides, and seeing the beautiful waves that can come about. I remember I was at this beach once, and the way the light hit the waves created a mist of rainbow, and it was so beautiful. It was a rainbow wave, and I would not have expected that. Maybe you wouldn't want the sun to be at a certain angle, but it ended up creating something great. And so knowing that there are so many possibilities around you, in so many ways that a body of water or a project or anything can take shape and still be beautiful, is important and something you need to learn in the month of May. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated. Okay, and so if you did enjoy and it resonated, I would really love it if you could like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notif down below so you don't miss any readings in the future. Okay, so thanks so much again, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi pile 3s, welcome to your reading. You guys chose this lovely little rhodonite, and this is one of my favorite stones. It looks like candy to me, so it always makes me hungry, but it represents self-love, and it's a great stone for that. Does rival the rose quartz in that, so maybe that will be the theme of your May next month. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into your reading. Also, while I shuffle, I just want to let you guys know that I have had this new idea where I think I'm going to be doing channeled songs for each pile. Or not channeled songs, it's really just me. I'm going into the monthly playlist I make myself each month.
Pineapple is up there.
I don't know. I know I'm not grabbing her right now. I'm working, okay? I'll grab her after. Hi, thank you. Okay. So I am thinking of doing a channel song for each group, each pile for, you know, my monthly readings, or I shouldn't say channel song, more so like I go into the monthly playlist I make myself every month, obviously, and just shuffle and see, you know, what songs or things that you guys should listen to each month, or, you know, will be the vibe for your month. But yeah, I got that idea from the Hermit Tarot, because she does channel the songs for every reading that she does, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, you know, why not implement it in my own readings? But give her credit, of course. Always give credit. Okay, anyway, with that out of the way, let's see what the general vibe is for you next May. And we have the Knight of Wands flipping out of here. It came out in reverse, but now we're taking it in reverse. Yeah, so we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's some fears here I'm seeing. Fears of pushing forward, or maybe being a little reckless. But let's see what else. What other vibes does May have for pile 3, please, Spirit? What other vibes does May have for pile 3? I'm already feeling low-key this is like some difficult energy, or maybe not difficult energy, but just like weird, like getting into the energy. I feel like maybe you guys have been like in like some type of funk for the past few months, and you're trying to come out of that in May. But Spirit, what are the vibes for May for pile 3, please? What are the vibes for May? They're just out here spitting out with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I just heard too nurturing. interesting. Giving your love away for free to people who do not deserve to have it for free is something else that I've heard. And maybe just loving recklessly. This is like a weird, like, it's like almost like a tired, exhausted energy. Oh, also, side note, if you hear beeping out of nowhere, that's my fire alarm. The house is not on fire, knock on wood, but that's just I don't know why it beeps, but it does that periodically. My apologies. But I just feel like you're looking for confirmation or validation from other people, and that's something that you might have to work on. Like, there's not a lot of confidence in yourself with the Knight of Wands in reverse, and so it's like almost like there's not a lot of confidence in yourself, whether or not you project that out to the world. You might be someone who comes off as very confident and has a big energy around you, like maybe a powerful commanding energy or something, but you don't really necessarily feel that on the inside. And so what I'm seeing is that you kind of act recklessly in an attempt to balance that out, and it's almost to overcompensate for how you really feel on the inside. Or maybe you give so much to other people too, because the Knight of Wands is also, fire sign energy, which includes, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Leos especially have big hearts. And so you might just be like giving so much love, so much generosity to people, especially, in the month of May, where it's like, I almost said the month of mothers, but Mother's Day is in the month of May, and so that just also gives me nurturing energy. And so just like, again, like I said in the beginning, like giving love to people that will take advantage of it, the people who don't necessarily who have not earned the amount of care that you're giving to them, when they don't show it back to you, is the energy that I'm getting. I'm feeling this is difficult energy. I feel like this would be something that already, that about yourself, but you kind of push down, or you try to overcompensate for by giving and giving in hopes to give it back, or hopes that you just make a good impression on other people and you're the queen that they want you to see, because maybe you don't feel like you're the queen or deserving to have their admiration for whatever reason. Maybe you're having to step up to a play that you're not feeling like you're ready for it exactly. And it could be very much that you are ready for it, but it's like you're just doubting yourself a lot, and so you're overcompensating in other ways. But we'll see. Let's see. So Spirit, what is the beginning of May looking like for pile 3? What is the beginning of May looking like for pile 3? So we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. What is the middle of May looking like, please, Spirit? Let's just get a full picture first. What is the middle of May looking like for pile 3, please, Spirit? The 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands came out for pile 2 too. Pile 2 too. Alright, and what is the end of May looking like? So we have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to be as kind and gentle as possible, but maybe people are taking that as being superficial, or they're not seeing your kindness for what you're trying. Maybe they see it as like, oh, you're just being nice to be nice. You're being nice with an ulterior motive, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. And with the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like they're just being in the middle of May, but also in the middle, like the center of this reading, like aesthetically wise, I feel like there's just, conflict, this sense of conflict going on, and you trying to just ease this conflict, but not really knowing what to do, and feeling like you're not enough to solve it. That is the energy that I'm getting here. Also, I'm going to move everything up a bit, because I am going to get clarifying cards. But this energy is hard to read, and I feel like there's almost this disconnect from you, or there's this truth that you don't want to see, which is kind of funny that I just thought, because I was with the 2 of Swords coming out in reverse here. There's like this something that Spirit is asking you to see in the month of May that I feel as though that you're kind of being a little resistant to see. And so this is like just a heads up, be like, hey, if you want this conflict to end, there's something that you gotta see for it to do so, or like you need to kind of let go of this need to like nurture and to solve and like care for everything and like heal things. I'm getting like very Cancer, Libra energy, and just stop giving and giving where it's not due, or like understanding where you need to walk away from a situation, especially if you are like a third party and you're not in the midst of the conflict and you're kind of outside perceiving, and but you feel responsible for it somehow and you're trying to take control of it. But Spirit is saying you need to let it go before you get caught up in, you know, what you like, and you know, adverse effects come your way because of that. You kind of need to let go of, maybe it's, you know, having to do with old friends, or maybe it's like, you know, a certain thing is changing in your life. Like maybe you're moving away from home, or maybe, you know, your friend group is changing, your friend group is growing distant, like, you know, one friend doesn't like the other friend, and you're kind of caught in the middle. But you three have like grown up together, and you're like, why can't you guys just be friends? Like, I wanted to say like how it's always been. And it's just like, you know, people grow apart, people, you know, old feelings, you know, like resentments that have grown over time kind of start to come to light, and you kind of have to let people hash it out for themselves and not try to, you know, fix things and control things and take on that as your responsibility, because that's not your responsibility. Okay, what goes on between other people goes on between them. You kind of need to be at peace without peace. Kind of, you know, like understandable that, you know, chaos around us can be very disorienting and, you know, uncomfortable, but, you know, it's important that we keep protecting our energy and don't put our noses where our noses don't belong. Okay. Alright, because, you know, if something's going on like that, maybe offer some advice, and then, you know, just be like, hey, as long as nobody is being like, you know, degraded, or, you know, anything that, you know, would be like worrying, and then you really need to step in, turn the other cheek and be like, hey, that's your business to figure it out, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna get some clarifying cards. So Spirit, can I get why is the Six of Cups in reverse here? I do feel like we need some clarifying energy on what's going on in Spirit. Why is the Six of Cups in reverse here? Why is the Six of Cups in reverse here, please, Spirit? I'm gonna take these two just because. So we have the Star. Yeah, there's a lot of hope. And the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of just hoping and wishing and wanting things to be as they were, and trying to get that back and maintain that control, maintain that balance. But you're being forced to let go of that and just give in to the chaos. Whatever the situation may be, I feel like something is out of your control, especially with the Star card here. Something is out of your control, but you're trying to control it, and you just gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go and let things balance themselves out without trying to take control of the scales. Okay, and like go more in tune with yourself, and, you know, try to balance that out and try to stop overcompensating for things that you feel insecure about, because that's just creating more imbalance in your outer world. That's a sense of that's a theme going on. I keep saying balance, you know, throughout all the piles. Outer balance, inner balance, something that we all have to work through. And I just feel like you just gotta let go. Like stop chasing, stop trying to control. You're kind of recklessly going into like arguments or fights that don't concern you, or chaos that you don't need to get involved in, yet you're kind of involving yourself. Not to call you out, pile 3, but like just, I'm just seeing let it be, like let it go. It doesn't involve you. It doesn't, like, you let it go. Okay, so like if things are gonna change, let them change, you know. And so we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse for the Five of Wands, and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, things are like, it's not like anything big either. It's just like things in how things have always been is kind of changing. It could be maybe your parents are leaving your childhood home and they're downsizing, or you guys are moving somewhere and you're like, I don't want to leave all my friends, and just being in this stubborn energy and stuck energy and not wanting to like move onto something, onto this next stage that's, you know, the anime in June is trying to push you into, and keep pushing towards the past, keep going towards, you know, your romanticization of the past, or how things have been, and, you know, all those good memories that you hold towards it, childhood memories. Maybe childhood wounds are coming up and you're wanting to go back towards those good nostalgic wounds, right, and rush towards them. With this Nine of Pentacles, you're really just not wanting to leave, because he's facing all of this and just wishing and wishing upon a star that you can keep this. But honestly, nothing is stagnant in life. Life is dynamic. We are dynamic. And just like, I'm hearing experience that you can't keep living in the past, and you can't keep being afraid of what the future holds, because the future can hold beautiful things, but you're not wanting to see it. There's so much light that could be that on this side. I like how it's kind of like divided. Like there's, you know, two cards here, right? And the Knight is looking in the past, but the Sun is looking on the side of what's to come later on. And he's not seeing the Sun. And so while things aren't terrible, like the Sun is never a terrible card, it's just like, I just see it as the sense that things are good but not as happy as you thought they would be. And maybe you're coming to realize, or maybe things from the past that you have always put up, that you have always idolized, like a parent or an idea, or, you know, you have this nostalgic playground you used to go to, and then you go to the playground and you see that the slide has been rusted for like 20 years, and like, when did that happen? And things just don't look the same. You know, this disillusionment of your parents, of things that looked so amazing when you were younger, just look kind of dull, and you're kind of like disappointed and kind of sad, and like, oh, like life is becoming gray. But like, it's just time to kind of let those things go and find more colorful things in the future. Like those were colorful to you in the past, and those served their purpose for you in the past, and like made life so beautiful for you in the past. And just because they're not doing that now doesn't mean that nothing else would do so in the future. And so it's time to kind of look forward and, you know, flip this Knight upright and offer a new pentacle, offer something new, long and substantial, and invest in your future, and see how bright that it can be, and not just be realizing, oh, the past isn't as bright as I thought it was, or, you know, things from the past are changing and they're not as bright as they used to be. You take it as nothing will ever be bright again. Like, that's not the thing here. That's not what the Spirit is saying. Like, let go of what you cannot control, of, you know, the transforming, you know, your eyes transforming, our surroundings changing, and roll with it and flow with it, and still see the beauty in that, and that doesn't take away from the beauty of life in general. Okay, so Spirit, can we get a clarifying card for, like, this? They're fighting to move forward. I'm getting there's like you fighting your past self, fighting with your future self, and your present self just kind of in the midst of that. Like, which way do I go? Where do I go? Where am I being called to? Is it okay to leave the past behind, or is it okay to just ignore the future, and like let go of any anxieties you have around the future? And like, kind of just with all these, like, you know, Pentacles having been in reverse, like the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, I'm just getting really stubborn earth sign energy. It could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. We also have a lot of fire energy too, so Leo is definitely a big one here with the Sun card coming out. And we have like Aquarius, some fixed energy for sure. And then, like I said, Cancer, we have 2 Cups cards. So, you know, if those signs don't resonate, you don't have to take them. Take what resonates. Don't let anything from this reading take from you. But this could just be extra confirmation if you do resonate with those signs. So, Spirit, why is the 2 of Swords here? Twos keep coming up. So we have the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Wands coming up to clarify the 2 of Swords with the Moon on the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely the sense of duality with the Sun, the 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and coming out here. The Sun, the Moon, and the Star. Wow, isn't that crazy? And there's something that needs to be shown light to you. There's something that you're ignoring, again, with this Moon in reverse. I mean, upright. This clarity, there's something that you're not seeing. You're kind of romanticizing the past, I feel like, with this Moon card here, and like seeing it as this dog, but maybe not seeing it for the truth of it is, or seeing the future as this when it's like not, like falling for illusions and not like feeling like your words in a tower moment, and resisting that, even though the Tower talks about change that we literally cannot control when it's upright, and it's gonna come whether we like it or not, and it's gonna feel disruptive, and just how, we can't change, like our feelings of the disruption are valid, but how do we go forward? How do we move through the chaos? How do we move through that disruption? Do we, fool ourselves into thinking that, it's terrible, or, the past was beautiful, or, just stay stuck and, have a crises or self-pity party? Or do we flow with it and, allow it to illuminate things that no longer serve us? Do we learn from the past and take it in stride towards the future, or do we let that fear kind of control us moving forward and keep falling for those illusions? Okay, and I feel like with the Two of Cups, it's like there's a lot of possibilities. Like, it's almost interesting, like one sword is pointing towards the Two of Cups and the other sword is pointing to the Ten of Wands, and neither of them are really bad. Like, the Two of Cups is like a great card of coming into harmony and finding that balance again, and seeing how both cups have something to bring to the party, how both the past and the future have something to bring to the party. And this could be representing someone, maybe coming into your life romantically, or someone that's been trying to tell you, or, shed light on a certain situation that you've been very stubborn about and you don't want to see. Maybe someone telling you about yourself. Who knows, right? This could be a partner that's trying to, like, you guys have had an argument and you're like, no, how could you ever say something like that? But, like, low-key, they're speaking truth, right? But it's like there's some type of balance that one sword can bring you. And there's the other one that is still success, but it's like your head is still down, and eventually you are going to have to deal with these sticks that are in front of you that are blocking you in the weight. You're going to have to either set them down and keep moving forward so you can feel free, or you're just going to keep carrying this load forever and just, living in ignorant bliss when you could be living so much more. And like there's only cups here that these two people are bringing, and like adding the cups to create something more, right? Rather than trying to hold on to all these sticks. And I feel like there's something you're holding on to, baggage, and you don't want to let go of, and you don't want to see the truth. And Spirit is asking you, please, please, please see the truth so you can, feel lighter and freer. Okay, so Spirit, what are the blessings that are coming for pile 3 in the future? We have the Hanged Man, a new perspective, and just the Hanged Man is talking about taking on a new perspective and discomfort. Like, you're gonna go, this is gonna be an uncomfortable month for you, sorry to say, but it is gonna lead you to realizing, wait, there are actually a lot of blessings that have come out of the situation. And when I finally allow myself to see the truth, I actually see that I feel a lot lighter. I feel a lot better now seeing it. It's like not easy to face, but I do feel ultimately more healed and grounded at the same time. And like I can see light again. Like I don't like living in like these kind of faded memories that I'm trying to keep upholding with such nostalgia and such, rose tinted glasses. When I take it off, it's hard, but now I can see like the full color of the things around me, and it doesn't all just look like one shade of a color, one shade of pink. Okay, so I do see like this, seeing the happiness within the discomfort and seeing how that's helping you move forward onto a better future for yourself, and lighter, seeing the light, because the original depiction of the Hangman is a guy hanging from a tree from his foot, and around his head is this kind of light figure like the sun, and it's like you see the sun now. Okay, so what are the obstacles? I think we already covered a lot of obstacles, but just some more, like, for the sake of pulling, what are some obstacles, please, Spirit? The Queen the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, that could also be like you need to stop working with the Queen of Pentacles, because just when I see this, I see that she's doing everything. She's carrying the load for everything. Maybe someone's saying rest. Maybe someone is saying you don't have to do so much work, that you can relax, okay? That you don't have to care so much. You don't have to handle everything. You don't have to monitor everything, okay? You can let go. You don't have to carry this burden. You can let it go. No one is asking you to solve their problems, to get in the middle of their fights, and to bring harmony. You can just bring harmony to yourself and focusing on what you can control, right? Balancing your inner world so that you can have a balanced outer world is kind of what, Spirit is wanting you to focus on. Stay in your own lane is what I'm hearing. You don't need to go blindly into battle with so many sticks in front of you. You can trust yourself, and things will be okay. Things will stable themselves out, okay? Letting other people contribute to your work, to the party, towards everything like that will be okay. You can create something beautiful when that happens. And you know, when you finally let other people kind of control the situation or add their own magic to it, you know, you add so much color. Wait, yeah, look at all this color. What did I talk about? Just rose tintedness, grayness, and things like that. What did I say before? And look at all this rainbow and everything, and like you're being able to see the rainbow, opening your eyes so that a new beginning can come forth, and you can be freed of your worries and fears that you were holding on to subconsciously, and then now you're working through. You feel like you can let go, like you can, you know, you don't have to control everything. You can, you know, let go. Just like let go. You don't have to hold on. Letting go of toxic cycles and thought patterns and things like that, and realizing your truth, realizing the one thing that is the core, that is the truth within you, and that you do have to hold on to, and that you do protect, and that is essential. Because you can't, like when we ascend or things like that, and you go through the spiritual awakening, and you know, like the door that judgment leads us through, there's only room for one person. We can't carry our whole family and our friends and all the people who wronged us in the past, and all the people that we want to help and, you know, save, and like things like that. We can only carry ourselves. So carrying yourself and treating yourself and being your nurturing person to yourself is going to ultimately help people in the way that you want to help. Be the person you want to help, rather than, again, no offense, not to call you out, than sticking your nose in places in people's business where it doesn't belong, and just kind of not trying to control everything, and to kind of just let things be, and let the past go, and let your worries of the future go, and focus on the present now, and focus on yourself, and allow yourself to see the truth for what it is, and not fight it. Okay, don't fight it so much and be so stubborn. Okay, that's gonna be an obstacle, but you can do it. I believe in you. Pile 3. All right, so I am gonna get just one card from here. This came out for pile 1, but yeah, going inside, going into your inner world, less focusing on the outer world, following your intuition, because we know you have that with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, that motherly intuition and in the wisdom inside you, and letting that guide you, and trusting that you're going in the right place in the future, and not just having hope for things to, you know, go back to the past, but having hope that things will work themselves out in the future, no matter what shape that takes. And that the future will be beautiful, even if it doesn't look like the past. Okay, that there's so much potential in this world, and that the world and during the prehistorical times does not look like the world it is now, but it was still beautiful in its own way. Okay, so that's all I have for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed and that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notif down below so you don't miss any readings in the future. So thanks so much again, and have an awesome day. Bye.